I would like to introduce to you the next President of the United States, former Congressman and Libertarian candidate for President, Bob Barr.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
What if Mary Root becomes the VP nomination? What adjustments do you have to make to your approach and platform?
Well, my approach is to reach every single voter that we can out there with a message of liberty and minimizing government power. Get the government out of their pocketbooks, out of their homes, out of their schools, and return power to where it properly should have resided, used to reside, and that is in the within the individual. And the convention itself will decide on its nominee following the break that we have here. But I certainly would anticipate that Mr. Wayne Allen Root will be the nominee. But that's something the convention will decide as the next order of business.
Congressman, what's the first step now that you've got the nomination? What do you have to start doing now to try and compete with McCain and Obama?
What we'll be doing, and you're certainly welcome, and I encourage everybody to talk with Russ Verney, our campaign manager, as soon as I answer y'all's questions. He is a master at political campaigns and is much more expert than I am in answering the specific questions. But what we will be doing is something we've already started doing. Not that we would be so arrogant as to presume the outcome of this election, but we always believe in being well prepared, and we have to hit the deck running beginning tomorrow. Those 163 days apply to me as to everybody in that convention hall that will be working for this ticket and this party. We have already begun to put together a campaign plan that looks at a number of factors, including raising the money that we will need, which we're confident we will.
Are you concerned, Mr. Barr, that with your past record in Congress, especially on issues such as drugs, gay marriage, etc., and also the fact that you and Mr. Root are both relatively new to the Libertarian Party, that will somehow alienate or drive maybe core long-term activists within the party to vote elsewhere this fall?
First of all, Mr. Root is not yet the nominee, so it would be presumptuous to talk about him in that regard. That is certainly my preference. We hope that the delegates reach the same conclusion. But I think that what we have assembled, both in terms of the issues that I have presented to the Libertarian Party, those will be the very same issues and approach to governance that I will bring to the American people generally. We do not anticipate winning this election just by reaching formal libertarians, but the message that we bring to disaffected Republicans, disaffected Democrats, independent voters, non-aligned voters will be exactly the same, and that is the message of maximized individual liberty and minimized government power. Yeah.
Are there certain states or regions of the country that you're going to be targeting in particular? Perhaps Georgia, for instance. Do you think your candidacy could put Georgia in play right off the bat between Democrats and Republicans?
If by at play you mean winning Georgia, yes, we certainly will work toward that end. And the answer generally is yes. There are already some areas and some states that we are looking at and prioritizing in terms of our efforts, but that would be a question that I would ask you to direct to Mr. Verney. Yes.
Are you a spoiler for the Republican Party?
I'm a competitor, and I'm in this to win. I do not view the role of the Libertarian Party as a spoiler, and I certainly have no intention of being a spoiler. What I do have an intention to do is to secure more votes than either Senator McCain or Senator Obama, if he is in fact the nominee for the Democrat Party. Yes, sir.
Do you expect to be invited to the national debates?
We do. We anticipate that we will meet the threshold that currently stands if they maintain the same rules that they have in the past of 15% weighted national polling prior to the first debate. We anticipate meeting that and exceeding it. Yes, sir.
Representative Barr, do you expect to be the target of Republican 527s?
A target of the Republicans?
Target for Republican 527s.
Why would the Republicans target me? Are they worried? As I think one of our earlier speakers said, it may have been somebody nominating me earlier today, that the surest sign that you are succeeding is when you are attacked by your opponents. We anticipate that they will attack us. Yes, sir.
Congressman, over the next 163 days,
Thank you.
How are you going to, how are you going to get to the American people to remind them that most of them probably are libertarians in their hearts, but how are you going to get those folks to your campaign?
Well, we certainly anticipate that CNN will play a role in presenting the issues to the American people. I know that CNN, as well as all the other media outlets here, share our interest in educating the American public as to the political process and the issues that are relevant to the American people at this particular point in our nation's history, going toward the November 2008 election. We anticipate and intend to...
The Libertarian Party already has an image of being sort of Republican light. With you on board as a prominent Republican, would you cultivate that image? Do you just not even accept that that's an image that's out there, or would you deflect it?
I'm not interested in images. I'm interested in facts and policies and vision. The vision and the view and the platform of the Libertarian Party is libertarian heavy. It's not Republican light. It's not anything light. There's nothing light about the Libertarian Party or the Libertarian platform. It stands for liberty, liberty, liberty. Yes, sir.
Congressman, in talking with voters over the past several months, many of them are just tired of rhetoric. They are told, yeah, we're going to reduce the number of troops in Iraq, we're going to fix the economy, we're going to turn it around, create jobs, but nobody says how they're going to do it. Will you be able to roll out a policy, a plan for all of what you plan to do so that the American people can be educated to your policies and issues?
Absolutely. That will be the driving force behind this campaign. Unlike other candidates, this will not be a campaign that is an empty suit. This will be a campaign that is very heavy on facts, very heavy on substance. We will have some good rhetoric. If Mr. Root is on the ticket, I dare say that we'll have a surplus of energy. We certainly will be spending a lot of time, both of us, at Starbucks, I'm sure, although I'm not sure he needs it, I do. But we intend for this campaign to be, as the Libertarian Party has been year after year in campaign after campaign, the party of substance. As I mentioned earlier, it may have been last night at the debate, or perhaps earlier today, there has been, I have had more discussion of the substance of important political, constitutional, legal, and public policy ideas over the past 2.5 days that I've been honored to have attended this Libertarian Party convention than in all the 30 years of working in the Republican Party. This is a party of substance, and our campaign will be a campaign of substance.
All right, thank you very much. And do you want to take any more questions?
There's just one gentleman in the back that hasn't had a chance yet.
Congressman, do you see yourself as a trendsetter? And what I mean by that is, because you are quoted establishment politician that has so many colleagues in Congress, do you see yourself as breaking ground for other Republican or Democratic establishment politicians that may move towards the Libertarian Party? And if so, who are they?
I've been called a lot of things. An establishment politician is not one of them. I dare say that if you asked a number of my former Republican colleagues, that probably would not be the way they would describe my work. We had many disagreements over the course of the years that I served in the Congress with Republicans. So I would not, I'm not an establishment candidate or an establishment politician. What we aim is to shake up this country, to shake up the political structure, to let the American people know at long last that they do not to be consider themselves to be held captive to an artificially imposed two-party system. We aim to show them that there is another way, there is a better way, there is a way of substance and true principle, and that is the Libertarian Party and the ticket with Bob Barr at the head of it in this campaign. Thank you. Thank you all. And thank you very much.